Hello friends, welcome once again. This is Avi, founder of Zilter. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to create Zilter Interview. In the last video, we talked about how to create a free Zilter account, and now let's create an interview so that we can start using this amazing software. So we created an account previously, so using the same credentials, your email address and password, you should log in to this account. Because you are logging on to this account for the first time, of course, it looks quite empty. That's where you should start to create your first account. Now, click on the button Create New. On Create New, you should give this interview or this video a title. In this interview, let's say if you are creating this interview for admissions process, so it's the admissions interview, or you may want to call it for MBA admissions. Okay, so let's call it MBA admissions interview and give a welcome message. So on this part, you will start with some welcome message. In this, I have said, welcome to Zilter Interview. Please make sure to see the demo video below before you start the interview, and we want to make sure that we know you better. At the same time, we recommend you to use earphone or headphone, a better quality of audio. So based on that, now you want to select the criteria that you want to choose in this particular interview. What do you want to assess a foreign candidate for in the interview? So for example, in this interview, I want to assess the pre-communication of the student. I also want to assess relevant work experience and the attitude and motivation. Let's just select these three. You can select as many as you want. You can also create your own as well. And let's say this is an MBA, so I will put into a category of business and management. Press the button Create Interview. Now you're going to create questions around these criteria that you have selected: communication, relevant work experience, and attitude and motivation. Let's write the first question in attitude and motivation. So once you have typed in your question to assess the attitude and motivation, here we have typed in, why did you feel the need for an MBA degree? This is to ask what is the motivation behind. So you have put a hint here, and then you can assign a thinking time. How long do you think this answer that you should allow the students to think about? 10 seconds, 20 seconds? I don't think more than that. So I will choose 20 seconds. An answering time of 30 seconds is a lot normally, or you can give up to 1 minute. I'll choose a 30-second. The same way you would go on to add other questions as we speak. For the relevant work experience, I would say what you are, please give details about your previous work experience. I pasted a hint. Please go in sequence from your latest. So I'll give 10 seconds and 30 seconds to talk about it. And the same way I will talk about on the communication side. Okay, tell us about yourself, which is not on your CV or on the application. The same way, I'll give 10 seconds and 30 seconds to talk about it, right? So now this interview is being created with all three questions. You can keep adding more questions, but for that, you need to keep adding the criteria. So number of criteria would be directly proportional to the number of questions that you can ask so that you can assess those criteria. Now, don't forget to click the button Publish. Once you have published the button, you will be able to make it available for the students to start using it. So now this interview is being published. You need to know how to send this interview to the student. For that, please watch my next video to see how to send interview links or how to invite students for your interview without you spending any more time onto this, right? So see you in the next video. Meanwhile, stay put. Thank you.